If you are constantly dealing with gas, bloating, or constipation, this practice is for you. In the next 20 minutes, we are going to do asanas which will awaken your digestive fire called Jathar Agni and will help you to digest well to have a good metabolism. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yogic Kamna. This is a beginner friendly practice where we'll not need any props. So, roll over your mat and let's get started. Let us come to all fours and our hands are shoulder width apart and our legs are hip distance apart. Let's start with cat and cow. Inhale, look up, arch your spine. Exhale, look at your knees, round your spine. Do it for another 3 counts. Inhale, exhale. One more count. Exhale. Now we'll take our right arm up and do thread the needle pose by bringing this arm underneath the other arm and placing our right shoulder and right temple on the mat. Do this for another 3 counts. Keep breathing. Let's switch to the next side. Come on to all fours again and let's move our body in downward dog, where we'll place the feet on the mat, hip facing upwards, and come in downward dog, Adho Mukh Swan Asan. Keep marching your legs just to activate your heat in your body. Let's now move into Anjani Asan, where we'll go into three-legged dog and bring our right foot in between the hands. The left foot can rest on the knees. Look up at the ceiling, or you can gaze straight, and your pelvis is centered. Come down, tuck your toes, again in, move to downward dog, and let's do this on the left side. The gaze can be at the ceiling, the gaze can be in the front. The pelvic is centered, and we are experiencing a stretch in our abdomen. Be here for 2 counts. Come back again to downward dog. March your legs again, and let's move to extended child's pose, Bal Asan, where we'll keep our glutes over the heels and rest our forehead on the mat. Be here for 3 counts. Come again into all fours and do cat and cow for 3 more counts. Move into downward dog. March your legs if needed. And now, three-legged dog, and bring your right foot outside the edge of the mat and come in lizard pose. Bring your arms down if needed and experience a beautiful stretch in your inner thighs of the right side, in your hamstrings, and actually in your lower back. Tuck your toes in. Let's again move into downward dog and switch to the left side in lizard pose. Bring your legs more wide if needed and if you want to make it more challenging. If you find this pose challenging, you can place the right knee on the mat and be here for 3 counts. Look at the ceiling to make the stretch more deep. Bring your arms down and be here for 3 breaths. Come again in downward dog. Pulse your upper body if needed and get your breath back. Three-legged dog and come to pigeon pose, Raj Kapote Asana on the right side. Keep your pelvis centered. The shin of the right leg doesn't need to be at 90 degrees, but the pelvic has to be centered and your body not collapsing on one side. Be here for 3 counts. Melt down on the mat for rested pigeon. Come again to downward dog and let's do this on the other side. Pelvic centered. You can place a folded blanket under the left knee if you want to balance and keep your pelvic centered. The shin doesn't have to be 90 degrees. If you are feeling strain on the knees, get out of this pose immediately because the main aim of this pose is to bring the stretch at the lower back and not to strain your knees. Let's again go in downward dog. Be here for 2 more counts. And let's move to the next segment of seated forward fold. Come to Vajra Asana, Thunderbolt pose, where we'll stay for 3 breaths. This is an excellent pose when you have your lunch or dinner. You can sit in this pose for a while and you'll experience the changes in the next few weeks when you'll practice. Now let's widen our legs and come in V shape. Give a stretch if needed. Our body is already warmed up. And let's move into Upavishta Asana. Interlace your fingers, look up, inhale and exhale. You need to bring your forehead to the mat, but make sure that you don't round your spine, but rather pull this movement through your hips. Be here for 2 counts. Another trick to do this pose, if you can't place your forehead on the mat or on the ground, that's completely fine. You can keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And that way it will give you a deeper stretch, lengthen your spine, and make sure that you create a lot of space in your lower body. Experience the beautiful stretch in your hamstrings and in your glutes. Now let's move into Chakki Chan Asan, where we'll interlace our fingers, keep our arms straight, and move our body both in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction, keeping it extremely slow and steady. Let's start with anti-clockwise direction, pretending that we are actually churning a traditional mill. Excellent pose to improve your digestion and activate your metabolism. Do this on the other side. Now, to neutral this pose, bring the soles of your feet together, flutter your knees in butterfly pose, Baddha Kon Asana. Be here for 5 breaths. You'll often notice that I close my eyes during asana. It just gives me a lot of focus to be inside, to breathe well, and do the asanas while practicing and while talking on the camera. Now let's move into Ardh Matsyendra Asana, where we'll keep our legs extended. We'll bring our right leg and the left leg. Both the knees are stacked, but this leg is straight. We'll bring the opposite arm and twist on the right side. Excellent pose to improve your digestion again. Let's do this on the other side. You can again come in butterfly pose just to relax your knees. Keep breathing and experience the warmth you have created in your body. This helps excellently to improve your digestion and metabolism. Now, what we are going to do, we'll come in Mandukasana, where we'll again bring our knees in Vajrasana. Bring our hands in Vishnu Mudra, where the thumbs are tucked in, and we'll create a fist. Keep both these hands under your abdomen, under your stomach, at your lower abdomen. Inhale, and while exhaling, we'll move down. This pose creates a pressure in your lower abdomen, and again an excellent pose for your active digestion. Now let's move to our last segment of supine poses, where we lie on our back. Hug our knees together in Pavan Mukta Asana. Keep breathing. You can put your hands on your knees and keep pulsing your legs to your upper body and experience the stretch from your stomach to the lower back. Keep breathing. Happy baby pose, Ananda Bal Asana. Sway your legs on both the sides. Supine spinal twist on both the sides. Keep a folded blanket if you can't touch your knees on the ground, otherwise stay where you are. On the other side, And the last pose before Shavasana, come in bridge pose, Setu Bandh Asana, where we lift our body and come in bridge pose. Again, an excellent pose to build strength and endurance in your core, and an excellent pose for your digestion. Let's move our body in Shavasana. Be here for 1 minute or as long as you wish, and be grateful for the energy which you have spent on the postures today to experience a warmth which was needed in your body. You can keep your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your stomach, and can experience yogic breathing where you inhale, your abdomen rises like a balloon, and the air passes through your upper body, through your stomach. And then when you exhale, it contracts and the air comes out. Yogic breathing, also called as abdominal breathing. Come on to the right side. Squeeze your body and come up in Sukha Asana. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Please give a like and subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends and family if you find the video useful. Thank you for sharing your energy with Yogic Kamna, and I'll see you in my next video. Namaste.